Hi, this is Robbie with Tickner Photography. Today I want to talk a little bit about some Sony rumors that have been flying around last 6 months or so. I tend to read a lot of Sony Rumors sites. The best one is Sony Alpha Rumors, and you'll find a lot of really cool stuff going on. And they're usually really accurate about predicting the roadmap that Sony's going to take, when they're going to release cameras, kind of give a pretty good idea of what's coming. At the end of last year, end of 2012, Sony got a new CEO, and it seems like the CEO is playing an active role in changing the roadmap for the SLT and the next cameras. It looks like a lot of cameras were removed from the roadmap for 2013 and all pushed to 2014. And in my opinion, this is actually a good thing, and I'll try and tell you why. So let me try and give you a little bit of history of what's going on. It seems like Sony's philosophy over the last few years is to release a lot of cameras. And this is especially true in the NEX range, where you can see each model has a bunch of different iterations that they've gone through. The NEX C, it started out as a 3, and then a 3C, and then a 3F, and then an N, and R. There's a lot of models that these have gone through, and for some customers it can put them off. For me, for instance, I didn't buy an NEX just because as soon as I was looking at one, I don't buy it immediately, they release a new one. And then I'm starting looking at that one, and then it seems like 6 months later, a new one comes down. And that can be discouraging for some customers, because they see as soon as I buy something, it's now obsolete, and companies tend to forget about a camera once it's not latest and greatest. While the NEX cameras were going through each one of their versions, the changes between each version were actually relatively minor. Most of the changes between them probably could have been applied via a really heavy firmware update, and then you wouldn't have had to release a new camera and make the people that just bought the previous one feel kind of left out. So it seems like the new CEO has kind of gotten this same philosophy and decided to change it. They've wiped off all the cameras from 2013, pretty much, pushed them to 2014, and they're going to change their philosophy to release a new camera when there's something truly innovative and like really push technology. And in the meantime, they're going to support existing customers with firmware updates, which I actually really like this philosophy. You buy a camera, you feel like the company still cares about you because they're releasing firmware updates. Your camera hasn't been made obsolete as soon as you've purchased it, so I think this is a good long-term decision. And hopefully, and from what I'm hearing in the rumor sites, 2014, early 2014, a few new cameras will be released that will really change everything, apparently. New technology. They may even get away with the translucent mirror in the SLTs. It might just go full mirrorless. We're not sure what they're doing. They may have a new Fovan type sensor. Yeah, no idea what's coming next year, but it's allegedly really cool. So here's hoping to that, because I want to upgrade to a full frame SLR type camera, and I really like electronic viewfinders, so I'm staying Sony, so bring it on 2014. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you prefer a new camera being released every 4 to 6 months with minor upgrades, or do you prefer a camera to come out every year and a half and then get major firmware updates a few times throughout its lifespan that can incorporate most of the new features that would have been applied through these new camera generations?